Welcome to Top 5, segment here on VJHL where a cast member makes a list on a topic of their choosing. For this list, I'm going to be doing top 5 lines in video games. Minor spoiler warning here, I did my best, but not everything can be avoided. Number 5.
I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons!
Honestly, if it wasn't for timing concerns, I would just play the whole rant, because it is just that good. Cave Johnson's yelling encapsulates the crazy humor of the Portal series better than just about any other moment, and J.K. Simmons can deliver anger better than anyone. Does anyone else really want a combustible lemon about now? Number 4.
Sir, finishing this fight.
If you played Halo 2 when it came out, then you remember the feeling when you beat the final level as the Arbiter and the cutscene transitioned to Master Chief aboard the Forerunner Dreadnought, and you are just ready for more Master Chief badassness. And suddenly this line happens, which it's awesome in and of itself, but it's the sudden ending of the game immediately afterward. That moment of, wait, what? That solidifies the greatness of this line for me. It set up the amazingness of Halo 3 and caused nerd rage across the world. What more could you really want? Number 3.
War never changes.
Because the world may be burned, super mutants may wander the capital, and deathclaws may be the new nightmare fuel, but war, that is a constant. For how zany the Fallout series is, the signature line is rather cynical. But it's that cynicism that makes the journey of the game so great. Because while you may never be able to change the nature of humanity, or end wars, you can still do a lot of good in the world. You can overcome the bleakness and purify the wasteland, or protect the Mojave. Or you can just dive into the chaos and blow up Megaton, but if you do, you are a terrible person! Number 2.
Would you kindly?
Ah, the good old post-hypnotic suggestion of BioShock. It's a great gaming moment, because you're under the impression that Jack is doing all this because he wants to, because it makes sense, because it's what he should be doing under these circumstances. Nope. It was all a lie, a situation beyond your control, objectives that you had no choice but to fulfill. And now, for number 1.
None of this would have happened if you just stopped.
Ah, Spec Ops: The Line. I really like this game. Not because it has fantastic gameplay, but because it has a narrative that is not only incredible, but can only work as a video game. The game makes you feel guilty for the actions that it's making you do, but you keep doing them because, hey, it's a video game, that's what you do. Then you reach the end of the game. You climb the tower to confront the evil force that's been making you do these horrendous things. Your chance to finally be the force of good, triumphing in this desolate hellhole. And then it turns out that the villain was all in your head, your broken psyche trying to justify what you had done. It's at this point that the game drops this line on you, and it really hammers home the damage and devastation that was caused not just by Captain Walker, but by you, the player, because you were the one driving the action. You were the one that had to make all of these things happen. And you could have just stopped, but you didn't. And it's interesting to note that Walt Williams, the writer for this game, once said that an acceptable ending was that after the controversial white phosphorus scene was to just put down the game and walk away. But that goes against the grain of how you play a video game. That goes against everything you think about when you're playing a video game, that it wouldn't occur to you until it's just thrown back right in your face. And it's that misdirect that makes this my number 1 line in gaming.